It's an activity I wanted us to start with. It needed a team of 10, but we'll still run it as one group. So we'll start with introductions. I need to know you guys, you need to know me. So then I can start off with the first activity that we are going to run. Today we are going to have a very engaging session where you will be sharing a lot of insights, and then we see how we can provide diagnosis to our businesses. What aspects can we do better to position our brands in the market in the best way possible than how they are. But it's going to involve a lot of creative activities that challenge you to think outside your usual spaces. So we can start with her. You can provide me as many details as possible because it gives me more insight about how we are going to work together. My name is Ramadan Timbugwe. I'm a marketeer by training. I'm a public speaking coach, and I'm also a travel consultant. So one of the things that I do, I provide support to businesses in areas of sales and marketing. How can they improve their processes to be better? The other aspect of the things that I do, I also train people when it comes to public speaking. Self-expression, confidently. That's the biggest challenge that most people actually have. Even when they have gone through this training for sales and marketing, the expression bit tends to pull them behind and limits them from actually exploiting their potential. So for starters, we are going to have an activity. It's called the game of numbers. The activity, and this is how the activity runs. For you to be able to do it to your best, the most important thing is to take the instructions so well. That's the most important thing. And for any work that you're going to get involved in, for example, for you, you're doing your documentary what? Filmmaker. I'm very sure in every aspect of your work that you're doing, you must be having an end goal. Not so? So the end goal is informed by certain aspects that you must be able to carry through from the start up to the end. If you make a mistake somewhere, the end goal will be totally different, right? So if you don't define what you need to do from the start up to the end, it's going to be complex for you to deliver on your project. So listening is very key, and taking those instructions so that you can be able to deliver. So game of numbers, this is how game of numbers works. Game of numbers is that I will be reading out figures in, we have always had issues with you get to the bank and then you have some money and then you are supposed to write all that in words. And then somebody gets trouble. They are like, now how do I write all this? So for me, I'll be reading out the figures. Then you guys, you arrange yourselves in a manner that makes those figures come out well. I'm going to give an example. If the figures we are talking about is 670, what's the number you have? 6. Okay, if it's 676, we expect him to, this is 9? Yeah. Okay, if it's 976, I expect you guys to arrange yourselves in a manner that we have him, then the next person here, then the next person has the 6. So that when somebody comes in here and is to read this, they can easily tell that it's 976. And when you're arranging, you start from your right to your left when you're arranging those figures. Good morning. Okay. So we are having game of numbers. So I give you a maximum of about 3 minutes or 2 minutes for you guys to arrange yourselves into the number that I've read out, and then we see whether it is actually right. Okay? So, are you now ready for game of numbers? So I'm going to read out a figure. You guys, everyone has a number. Not so? No, as a team, you must all arrange yourselves into that whole figure that I will have read out. If it's 257, you guys must look out who has the 2, who has the 5, who has the 7. Then you set up yourselves for the 257. Once you're done, you say, yes, we are now done. So the first arrangement that we want to work on when it comes to game of numbers is 1,025,468. 1,025,468. 1,025,468. 1,025,468. Is he among or not? Okay, 1,025,468. Is the arrangement right? It is. Okay, well done. Okay, the next arrangement is 234,015. 234,015.
Zero.
234,015. Do you think it's right? Let's listen from her. Do you think the arrangement is right?
Yes.
Do you think it's right?
What is it?
234,015.
No.
No, guys, let's listen. Let's listen. Do you think this arrangement is right?
No, zero is in.
Do you think it's right?
It will be 23,415 if zero comes out.
So, do you think it's right?
Zero should be there after quota. I think.
4,015.
Zero should be after quota.
Do you think the arrangement is right?
The arrangement is wrong.
Okay, guys, let's listen. Now we are having trouble.
There's 4,000. No, the zero is wrong. It's supposed to be there after quota.
The zero should be where?
After quota.
Okay, yeah, but
After dairy.
After who?
After dairy.
no, after 4.
It's after annual.
Okay, let's see. It's okay. I said 234,015. So this becomes 230,415.
You were right. Yes.
Okay, we now have 234,000. Do you think this arrangement is right?
Yes.
It's right.
Yes.
Okay, good.
You're going to be the new stove?
Okay, we are done with that setup. So now this should give you an idea of what we maybe go through in our usual work every day to maybe come up with what's the right approach. You get the idea? So some people are saying no, somebody's saying right, no, somebody's saying the zero must be here, this one is saying this must be here. So all that we have lessons that we'll have to pick at the end of this. So this is the last arrangement that we are working on. The last arrangement is, are you ready? The last arrangement is 1 million. No, the last arrangement is 2 million. $5,000. 2 million. 5,000. 684. 2 million. 5,000. 684.
We need a zero here.
There's no zero. There's no extra.
It's okay, we can leave.
2 million. 5,000. No, the idea is the arrangement I gave you has 1 0. So you're supposed to work with what's available.
Oh.
Those are the only resources.
Okay.
So,
Two spaces there.
so you put away the, okay. We have 2,005,684. Get the idea? So my most important thing is, what I'm testing out of this is, do you first of all understand how the arrangement should be? Can you identify the missing link? Can you identify the missing resource that has not been provided? That's very important. So the fact that you notice that you need an extra 0 shows that you know the arrangement, but there is a resource which is key, but it's not available. So you arrange what you have within the available means. That's the most important thing. And you've been able to do that. So now we can put together the papers, and then we get to the lessons.